welcome back to the channel and another episode of Try New Things. This one's going to be in the greenhouse series. As you can see behind me, we find ourselves today here inside the greenhouse on the coldest day of the year so far. So it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit and it's pretty darn windy out. So at least this way I'm out of the wind and I can turn my little heater on, which I've done, and it's warmed up in here at least to 38 so far. So it's better than working outside. But what we're going to do today is something I mentioned in a previous video on lessons learned, and that is replace the comfy seating that we just never used in our first year here in the greenhouse. We thought it'd be a great idea. We'd spend a lot of time in here relaxing. That's not the case, but I did find myself spending a lot of time in here planting and growing vegetables. So we're going to replace the seating with some more planting surfaces. So that's what's on tap for today. So stay tuned so you can see how it turns out. Well, that's one down and one to go. I'll come back and add the slats on it later. This will make it easier to move into the greenhouse the way it is and a little bit lighter. So here are the fruits of our labor so far. On the left is going to be the new planting station. And when I get it out into the greenhouse and as I'm putting the slats on, I'll also be building a top shelf on that one. And that's going to go where the double seat is currently between the two heatsink barrels. And the one on the right, that one's going to go where the single seat is right now, between the heatsink barrel and the planter that's made out of the 55-gallon drums. But anyway, the next step is get these out into the greenhouse and finish them up. So now that we got the furniture out of here, I've got the tractor over there at the barn, and we're going to use it to pick up the frames, the bench frames, and bring it over here to the greenhouse so that we don't have to carry them. And still be a little bit of work getting them through the door with just one person, but I'm up for that challenge today. So I was able to get the two frames shoehorned in here into the corner, and I think this is going to do a lot to provide additional working and planting space here in the greenhouse. There'll be more benefit to us than the seats we never used. But the next step is to put the tops and the shelves on and see how it looks. So the way we're going to make this bench top is I just cut a bunch of 1x4s, pressure treated to the width of the table. We're just going to screw them down. Well, I'm quite pleased to say that we managed to get it wrapped up today. The little heater got it up in the 50s here, so it was actually quite comfortable in the end to finish building the new workbenches where we replaced the seats. But let me take the camera and show you what we built. So there in the back is the new planting station we just got done building. It is 56 inches across between the two barrels. And given cutting all the slats to make the tops and the storage, I had a series of 12-inch remnants. So I built a shelf across the top as well. So that's a 1-foot shelf across the top, showing off the good day sunshine sign that my wife picked up for me this week. And then over here we built another 40-inch to go between the existing planter bed and the heatsink barrel. I didn't get everything quite to match up elevation wise, but close enough for government work. So I'm very pleased to have all this additional plant space and workspace here in the greenhouse. That's gonna, believe it or not, probably 40% more space than I had, and that'll come in a lot handier than those comfy seats, which reminds me, I gotta go put those away. Well, I want to thank everybody for sticking with me through the end of another video part of the greenhouse series. There'll be more to follow. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.